Tacos, nachos, hamburgers, let's eat. Pasta with prosciutto, snap peas and cream. This is just a sampling of the things you'll cook to eat. Cooking with the Smiths is fun, and hey, guess what? It's free.
Oh, well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another installment of Cooking with the Smiths. Tonight, Carrie is at a party with one of her friends, so while she's away, I'm going to be going ahead and doing the cooking for us this evening. Tonight's dish is going to be dragon chicken stir-fry. So I'm going to turn the camera around, give you guys a look at the ingredients, and then we're going to start doing some of the preparation work, but the party goes on for about an hour and a half. So I'm going to hold off on the cooking for later. For you guys, it won't be that long a video, so don't worry about it. Let me go ahead and show you what we've got going. Then we're going to start with the marinade. We may go ahead and put together some of the sauce, the dragon chicken sauce, and then we will end up cooking it all in the wok that we bought from the Calphalon wok. I think it's Calphalon? Calphalon. So, 1 second, I will turn it around and show you. Okay, so for tonight's dish, we are going to be using some sugar snap peas, some broccoli, fresh ginger root, some garlic, 8 cloves. We are going to use half a sweet onion. We did need a whole red bell pepper, but they did not have any big ones at the store that we went to, so we got a bunch of little ones to equal one big one. We're going to be chopping them up, so it's not going to matter much anyway. Then we've got some baby portobello mushrooms. We've got some low sodium soy sauce, some sesame oil, and of course the chicken. You can't have dragon chicken stir fry without the chicken. So there you have it, all of the ingredients. We've got our mixing bowls, our directions down here. I'm going to go ahead and turn it around and start with the marinade. Okay, everybody, so the first thing we need to do is get 2 to 3 chicken breasts. The fat does need to be removed, and then you cut it into chunks with scissors. Now, the chicken breasts that we're actually using chicken tenders. It's kind of nice because they already have a lot of stuff done with them. So, 2 to 3 chicken breasts. It is roughly 3 chicken tenders for 1 chicken breast. So we're doing about 8 chicken tenders. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these up real quick and get them into chunks in this bowl so that we can then take and add the additional ingredients. Nothing big, just snip and snip little pieces. These are going to go into the stir fry, and I will be back as soon as I finish this whole bag cut into chunks, and then we will go ahead and get into the garlic and the ginger. So I will return. Okay, so first things first, we've got the chicken all cut into chunks, fat removed, and they're all ready now to have some of the other ingredients added to them. So the first thing we're going to do is the 8 cloves of garlic. Now the cloves of garlic need to be finely chopped and then divided into 2 portions. Some for now, some for later. So bear with me a moment while I get these chopped up. And the other thing you need to do is the ginger needs to be peeled and finely chopped. And then again, peeled, then grated and divided into 2 portions. And then you're going to add those with half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of the soy sauce. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to chop up these ingredients the ginger, the garlic, and then I will come back and we will combine them all into the chicken. Now, we've had this dish once before. I did happen to make it once before for Carrie, and it turned out really well. A lot of flavor to it. At the time, I was not really fully aware that ginger is actually spicy, and so I knew it was going to be hot, but I didn't know it was actually going to be, well, it's spicy and like tongue burning. I knew warmth, but I didn't know tongue burning. But the ginger itself is pretty spicy. So let me finish up with this chopping and then the peeling of the ginger, and I will show you about shredding it, let you know how much you need to shred off into for the recipe. Then we'll mix it all together. Okay, so first thing, we've got the garlic chopped up finely into 2 separate piles. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the ginger, which is a ginger root, and I'm going to peel it, and then we're going to grate it. Now when you grate it, you want to grate about 2 inches of fresh ginger is what we're going to be using, and then we're going to divide that into 2 portions like we did with the garlic. I'm going to go ahead, pause it while I peel this ginger off, and then I will come back and grate it down for 2 inches. We'll get it separated out. We will add 3/4 cup, I'm sorry, 1/2 cup. I'm not going to go as much as 3/4. We'll add 1/2 cup of the soy sauce to the entire mixture, and then get it all stirred up into the chicken and let that marinate for 30 minutes. While that's marinating, we'll go ahead and we will cover the dragon sauce. We'll mix that up, set it aside as well. And then the only thing we'll need to do once Carrie's getting ready to come home is put all of it together in the wok and grill it up. So one thing I do want to say with ginger, you might want to wear gloves. I did not wear gloves, and I'm going to be smelling like garlic for about 2 or 3 days. If you want to wear gloves while you're handling it, that way it doesn't get into your skin so you don't smell it. I don't mind the smell of garlic, and Carrie loves garlic, as you guys well know. And as far as some of this stuff, yes, you could save yourself some trouble. Buy some diced garlic already jarred. You could probably find some ginger, ginger paste or stuff like that. When I cook, I like to use all as fresh ingredients as I can get, and that way I can. It just has a different taste to it than something that's pre-done and pre-made. Probably just me, but that's just the way it comes off of my palate. So I'll be back after I peel this, and then we will grate 2 inches of it off and mix it all together. Okay, so I've gone ahead and peeled the ginger root. It is ginger root is very rough and tough skin, tougher than a potato. Consistency-wise, but this is what it looks like once it's done. Just basically kind of like a potato in a way. So I'm going to grate off about 2 inches of this and go ahead and get this separated out. So when you're grating, just whatever kind of grater you have. This is what we have now, what we're going to use. So and it's long strokes, get it nice and fine. It's almost coming off like a paste, which is all right. I think the last time I did this, I used a larger scale grater than this one. This one gives little tiny holes, which is fine anyway because it's all going to go in. This is primarily for your taste. But I'll show you once we're done what it comes out as. It almost comes out as like a paste with this size hole. What I might even do is get the other size grater and just give a couple nice long heavier pieces, but this is coming out very, very finely grated. So we actually enjoy, as you know, spicy foods, but we enjoy Chinese food, Italian, Mexican foods. Those are some of our favorites. So I've got some of this here. I am going to go ahead. You know, I think I'll leave it at this size and just shred a little bit more. It's nothing vital, the size of the shred. It's just that you want to get about 2 inches, and I think we're about there with this piece of ginger root. Yeah, the last time I did this, I actually cut a piece of ginger off and took a bite of it, and immediately regretted that decision because of the spiciness of it. So I've got about 2 inches off of this, so I'm going to finish this up, separate it into 2 piles, and get this this amount, half cup of soy sauce, so we can mix this together. But let me get this here for you guys, all of you out there. And it's very important to wash your hands. I've been actually washing my hands after each step. I apologize for not being on the camera right now, but I'm washing my hands after each step of this. I've got 2 piles now, separated out into 2 portions for the ginger, just like the recipe calls for. There we go. And now I'm going to go ahead and finish getting the remaining portion that I need for the soy sauce. Peel this off real quick. There we go. Do half a cup of this. We're already at 1/4 of a cup from what we had before we had to go to the store. So now I'm just going to finish up the remaining that we need for the half cup. And what you end up doing now with all of these ingredients, you take your chicken, you take your soy sauce, and in a bowl you stir the soy sauce with the chicken and 1 portion of the ginger and 1 portion of the garlic. Sorry that I went off camera there, but make sure I'm getting the amounts I need. So there we go, the ginger and the garlic. Going to stir this together. It's going to be a nice marinade that we're going to, once we're ready to start cooking, this all goes nice. Smelling good already. It's all going to go into the wok and start cooking down. But I will go ahead, before I put this into the refrigerator, I'll turn the camera around and allow you to see what the marinade looks like before it goes in. And then we'll start on the dragon sauce. There we go. Very nice. Let me wash my hands before I grab the camera. I don't want to pick you all up with grimy mitts. There we go. Alright. So, for those of you out there who've been watching our cooking videos, have you tried any of the recipes that we have put out there? If you have, leave some comments down below. We'd be interested in hearing your experiences. Were they good? Were they to your liking or not? 1 second, turn the camera around, show you the marinade, turn it back around and start on the dragon sauce. Okay, so here is the chicken in the marinade. This has the soy sauce and the grated ginger and the 8 cloves of garlic. Actually 4, because we've got it halved. Here's the other half of the ginger and the other half of the garlic. So there we go. We're going to take this and we're going to put it in our refrigerator. Turning the camera back around, and we'll start on the dragon sauce. Alright, so for the dragon sauce, it requires some extra ingredients that I did not bring out at first. What we're going to need for the dragon sauce is 2/3 cup of soy sauce. You're going to need some cornstarch, just 1 teaspoon of that. We're going to need a tablespoon of honey, and then we're going to need about a tablespoon of sriracha chili sauce. So, what you end up doing is you take your cornstarch and you take your teaspoon. You're going to mix your teaspoon of cornstarch to get it off to a nice level. Teaspoon of cornstarch into your 2/3 cup soy sauce. And then you're going to mix this together until it is nice and dissolved. And then after that's done, you're going to let this mixture sit aside. And you're going to wait, because the rest of the mixture of the dragon sauce all takes place while you're actually cooking the meal. You wait until you're ready to add the ginger and the remaining garlic in the dragon chicken, and then you add this dissolved mixture with the sriracha sauce and the honey, and you put it together right before you're finished cooking, so that it creates a nice sauce that gets to thicken up at the very end. So there you go. It's all nice and dissolved, no clumps or anything like that in it. And now we'll just go ahead and set all this aside, and in just a few I'll begin cooking, bring the camera back on and show you all everything together, cooking up nice, filling the house with beautiful smells. And then Carrie will come home, she'll be ready for dinner, and dinner will be ready for her. We will see you in just a few. So, what we're actually going to do now is we're going to take care of all of the vegetables. We're going to take 1 cup of sugar snap peas. And the sugar snap peas, you're going to cut the ends off and take the vein out of the middle. And then, after that, you're going to take 1 crown of broccoli. You're going to chop that into bites. You're going to take your half of a sweet onion, and you're going to chop that into bite sizes. Then you're going to take your red bell peppers, chop them into bite sizes. And you're going to take 1.5 cups of baby portobello mushrooms. You're going to chop those into bite sizes. That way, when the chicken is ready, to have your vegetables put into it so that you can brown them up a little bit. Everything is ready to go. So get this all done, get these veined, get these set aside. You don't want to chop these into bite sizes. They're already going to be ready once their ends are chopped off and the veins are taken out. But you go ahead and get all the chopping done. Hopefully keep my fingers in the process. Don't think we want any finger food in the dragon chicken stir fry. I don't believe Carrie would appreciate that very much at all. But once I get all the vegetables chopped, I will come back and show you everything as it's ready to go. And we will get to cooking. Okay, so here's everything all chopped up. We've got the red bell peppers, we've got the snap peas, we've got the mushrooms just sliced, we have the broccoli florets, and we've got the, up here, somewhere, there, the sweet onion. Everything's all chopped, everything's all ready to go. So now we're going to go ahead and fire up the wok and get everything cooking. Okay, everybody, so now we are going to get ready and start cooking. The first thing we need to do is we need to take 1 tablespoon of sesame seed oil, and we need to add it to the wok on medium heat. So we're going to add that, and after we get this in here, we're going to add the chicken. We're going to pull it out of the bowl. We're going to add the chicken to the wok, and we're going to cook it until it's browned lightly and no longer pink. It only takes a few minutes. Then we're going to remove that from the skillet, or from the wok, and we're going to keep it warm. So I'm going to need to pull something out to put it in and keep it warm. And then once we're done with that, then we're going to go ahead and put another tablespoon of sesame seed oil. We're going to add the vegetables, and we're going to start browning those up. We're going to put some, I believe, a teaspoon of ground pepper in it, along with 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. So, at the very end of it all, we're going to add the garlic, we're going to add the ginger, and then we're going to let the sauce thicken up. Be about 2 minutes for that. But let's get this warmed up nicely. Here we go. Feeling some of the heat there. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the chicken out and add it into the wok. It might sizzle, maybe not. Don't think it's been on long enough for it to start sizzling yet. But when we pull the chicken out, we want to make sure that we also pull out any garlic or ginger that is left sitting in the wok, because we don't want it to burn. So we are almost done now. There we go. So this weekend, Ultron started, Avengers Age of Ultron, in some parts of the world. Here in the US, it has not officially come out. So has anybody out there happened to see Age of Ultron yet? You'd be excited to know what your thoughts are. Don't leave any spoilers in the comments below. Just a little interested about what your thoughts on that movie were. How was it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. So this is taking a little while to heat up. I'm going to pause the video while I cook this up, get it nice and pink, and then I'll be back. Coming! Okay, so we've got the chicken all cooked up. After you get it all finished, you pull it aside. Keep it warm, so I'm going to just cover it with a towel while we cook up the rest of the vegetables. We need to do 1 more teaspoon of sesame seed oil. Then we're going to need 2 teaspoons of soy sauce.
Soy sauce is coming.
Here it
It's
is.
in the refrigerator. Here comes soy sauce.
2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of black pepper. There we go. Got it down to medium. Let's get out our black pepper up here.
Here. This. Which do you want the grind kind or no?
This is fine, yeah. We've got our teaspoon. Go ahead and mix this in. Yep. That was actually what we had. And we're going to go ahead and add the vegetables. All of them. Ooh, look at that. That is a lot of vegetables.
They look yummy.
Lots and lots of vegetables. We're going to go ahead and get these nice and browned up a little bit. Turn the heat up just a tad. And as these are starting to brown, then we're going to go ahead and finish up our sauce that we had earlier. Stirred it up a little bit again, which was the soy sauce with the cornstarch. Ooh, these are looking good. It's a nice smell in the air too. And
it smells delicious in here. It smells so good in here.
So, how was your party?
My party was good. It was fun.
It was a fun party.
It was a fun girls' night out with my girl Rebecca Kennerly.
Good.
It was a good, fun night out. Baby, it's not quite on the burner there. It's not quite on the burner there. There you go.
Yeah,
it's easier to see from standing way over here. Whoa. I know that I don't always have it on the burner.
They're nice. Starting to sizzle. Coating nicely with the pepper and the soy sauce sesame seed mixture. Getting all pieces of this coated. It's going to be nice when it's all done.
We've had this before. It's delish.
But it's been a while.
It's been a while because I have not dared to try cooking it, and he's the only one who's ever cooked it, and I think he's only cooked it once.
Give these
wonderful.
Just a few more minutes, and then we'll add the garlic and the ginger that we still have on the side. We'll get that added up into it. And then we will add the honey, the sriracha sauce. We'll add the cornstarch and soy sauce mixture. And we will be ready in just a few minutes as that sauce all thickens up. Just want to make sure, because there's a lot of vegetables in here, so I want to make sure that all of them start to cook before I get everything else into it.
Some of the broccoli still looks uncooked.
I know. Trying to get it down in there.
This new wok, by the way, everybody who's in the know knows that I burnt up my old wok, and my beautiful, loving husband bought me a new wok. It is wonderful. I have used it. It is glorious.
Nothing sticks to it.
This wok is amazing.
But it's not as amazing as the old one.
Oh no, it's more amazing than the old one, Joshua. Joshua said it's not more amazing than the old one. Trust me. No, the old pan wasn't as good as this one. Daddy bought me like a really high grade wok to cook in. I mean, this wok is fantastic. I love it. I loved my old one, but this one, oh my gosh, you guys.
Wok and roll.
What is it, Daddy? Who is it?
Calphalon. Calphalon.
Calphalon. Calphalon?
Yeah, Calphalon, like Teflon, but Calphalon.
But there's no Teflon in it. That's the beauty. There's no Teflon in this thing at all.
What it's coated with, but it's a nice. Coating.
It's now we had to and he actually did it. He actually did this. We actually had to it's called seasoning your pan. He had to put some oil and warm it for a little while, and then wash it, and then put more oil, and then warm it, and then wipe the oil out. He did all of that stuff. You always have to do that with your new pans and woks. But he did all of that, and you guys, this wok is awesome! I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm glad it turned out to be a nice wok replacement.
Yes.
Because I was worried because I couldn't find any ceramic ones that were big like this. And the ones that I did happen to find that were smaller size, they wanted like $200 some for them.
That's ridiculous crazy.
Yes, and I was like, why? I mean, I don't know. From what I've seen with this one cooks better.
It cooks wonderful, you guys.
So I'm not sure why it's $200 for the ceramic ones.
You guys can tell that we like to cook, and so obviously our appliances mean a lot to us because we like to cook. This wok pan, griddle, whatever wok, it's just a wok.
Just a wok.
I love it. I think it's the favorite that I've had so far.
Nice.
We actually have what are my other pans that you bought me, honey?
The emerald.
The emerald pans. We have the emerald pans.
We've had those for.
We've had those for about 12 years.
Yes, it's been a very long time.
I love them. But his wok was incredibly expensive also. So we never bought it. Guys, this one, amazing. Love it. Calphalon? Calphalon.
Like Teflon, Calphalon.
Love it.
Calphalon. So now this has been cooking for just a few minutes with the ginger. I wish you could smell it. I wish we had 4D cameras.
Me too.
So that you guys could smell the scent that's coming out of this wok.
Smells delicious. The fourth dimension is smell.
Well,
Yes,
the fourth
Joshua.
dimension is 4D is like a 4-dimensional camera. It adds an extra sensation. It's not just sight and sound on a flat screen, and then 3D gives it depth. 4D allows you to feel it or to smell it.
I think I would rather smell it than feel it. Sometimes watching movies.
You should see. They've got motion seats in some of the theaters.
Sometimes though, feeling I wouldn't want to feel what they feel.
That is 5D where you can feel it.
You think so?
I say that's 5D.
That would be 5D.
So now we're adding the
Tanner
chicken.
thinks it would be 5D.
We're adding the chicken. We're adding the soy sauce cornstarch mixture.
Oh my
I'm going
gosh.
to go ahead and add the sriracha sauce, and with this, you usually do it to season to taste. So we're going to do about a tablespoon. Nice big.
My brother would be
Tablespoon.
so mad at us for actually using a tablespoon right now.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not a chef. I have to use a tablespoon.
My brother's a chef.
So there we go. We've got the tablespoon of sriracha, and then we need 1 tablespoon of honey. So let me wash this off.
Okay, I'm worried about our honey. I'm wondering, this is New Mexico honey.
New Mexico.
Something I want to tell you guys is, for your own benefit, try and get the honey that is native to your own area.
The bees.
Because
has something to do with the bees.
it has, well, the bees and the pollen. If you're allergic to different things, your native honey is better for you to digest and not have an adverse reaction. Like, as in, let me give you an example. Me and Tanner are allergic to everything on the planet.
No, you're not.
If I...
Being sarcastic.
Not everything on the planet. Joshua tells me not to be sarcastic. But if you use your natural honey that's in your area, you know, it builds your immune system so that you are used to those things, because those bees get into everything. So try and use your native honey, your honey wherever you live. This is New Mexican honey right here that we're using.
I got my New Mexico honey right there.
You're so sweet, honey.
See, I'm my New Mexican honey as well.
He is my New Mexican honey.
So now we've got all of the ingredients in here. Oh, my goodness.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good, you guys.
But it says to do this about 2 minutes until the sauce is thickened. And I honestly don't think this sauce has any chance of thickening.
I think it will, honey, with heat. Oh, honey. Oh. With heat, it all thickens, and then if you let it sit, it also thickens.
So,
Don't you remember last time you made it?
no, it's been that long.
I know.
I remember thinking, oh my God, this is good. And then we needed to make it again, but never got around to it.
Oh, it's going to be delish. I can't even wait.
So, I'm going to go ahead real quick so you guys can see this yourself while it's cooking before it's finished. I'm going to turn the camera around
It looks beautiful. Wait till
and
you see
then
it.
let you guys see this. So there you have it. That is the dragon chicken stir fry. As we're letting it sit in the pot and simmer for a minute, letting things thicken up. But you can see all of the vegetables, you can see the chicken. Some of you may be able to see some of the pieces of garlic in there. Snap peas, the bell peppers, the onions, the broccoli. Oh, looking so good.
If you could only see the garlic.
So if you bear with us, we will finish everything up, serve it up on a plate, and then this time around, Carrie is going to be the one to do the taste. Okay, so we have the finished dish. Now that all the ingredients have been put together, stirred, cooked, and the sauce thickened, we have our 2 bowls of dragon chicken stir fry. So now, for the ending part, Carrie tasting the first bite.
I already know it's going to be awesome. A little warm. Oh my gosh. Look at that, tastes good. Ready? It's so good. Ginger. Okay, the ginger is one of the first things I taste. When you use real ginger root, it really makes a difference. I mean, I'm classic, Mark can tell you, for using just powdered ginger or dried ginger. And the boys are over there yelling, but real fresh ginger root makes a huge difference, and I can taste it right away when I have this. I can also taste the garlic and the onions. Oh my gosh. You guys, the sriracha, this dragon chicken is awesome. Mark made it once for me before, and I loved it then. I love it as much now. So you have to try this recipe. He'll put it down there somewhere. I don't even know where. I don't even know where he's going to put that, but he'll put the recipe in there so that you can try and make this ginger garlic. It's actually called dragon chicken. It's so good. You guys have to try it. I love it. Thank you, honey, for making this recipe.
You're very welcome. I want to thank everybody for joining us on tonight's video. And if you do happen to try this recipe, leave comments down below letting us know what you think. And give us a thumbs up. Share us, please. And as always, subscribe. We appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great night. And bye-bye, everybody.
By the way, this is what we like to cook.
Bye-bye.
Bye.